Okay, and welcome to Vocabulary Unit 16. Here we go. You'll notice that the first three letters of many of the words start with MAL. As a prefix or even as a word, when something is mal, you know it's something that's going to be negative or bad. So if you suffer from a malady, as Dr. Pangloss suffers from a malady, it means you're suffering from a disease or an affliction. We know that he contracted his illness from Paquette when he was doing that exercise or experiment in natural philosophy in the bushes, right? A person who is a malcontent is one who is upset, dissatisfied, not content, right? A malcontent is someone who is not happy, not satisfied. For example, Candide, after he comes in contact with the slave, is a malcontent. A malefactor is a criminal. Okay, you can talk about somebody who happened to be guilty of a crime as a malefactor. And if you have malevolent feelings or malicious feelings, they can be synonyms of each other. It's having a wish to do evil to another. You talk about malicious intent on the part of Montresor, perhaps, right? Intending to do harm. In the world of oncology, when they talk about growths being malignant, you know that it's not something good. Having a bad or evil influence as opposed to something that is benign. Actually, this next word doesn't really mean anything that's negative, so that's maybe one case where the MAL doesn't necessarily work. If you're malleable, it means that you're capable of being impressed upon. You're capable of being shaped. Certain kinds of metal are malleable. Certain kinds of people are malleable. They're not stubborn. They can be easily shaped or changed. They're pliable. If someone issues a mandate, for example, Oedipus issues the mandate that whoever killed King Laius must come forward with information or confess himself. A mandate is an official decree, an official order. You could say that Augustus had a mandate that Virgil needed to create a story that would rival the epics of the Greeks. Oops. Okay, when something is made manifest, it is made clear, it is made obvious, it is made apparent. It's made understandable. Anything that is anytime you see the word maritime, mar means the sea. So anything maritime is nautical. Sorry for that little delay there. Something pertaining to the ocean, pertaining to the sea. The maritime industry, for example, pertaining to the sea. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, I don't think you read that poem any longer, but Samuel Taylor Coleridge, famous British romantic author, gave us that piece. And you could see mariner, maritime, anything pertaining to the sea. The open boat, think of the open boat. If there is a marked difference between people, it's one that is strikingly noticeable. If our efforts are marred, it means that they are impinged upon, they are impaired. If someone's face is marred, it is disfigured. Martial is pertaining to war. Something warlike or bellicose even. We all know what a martyr is. A person who is killed for his or her beliefs. Material, I'm not even sure why that's on here. It's so easy, right? Material is the matter from which something is made. We need the materials. We can talk about the difference between spiritual and material things, things that are denoting physical objects. If someone was mauled by a wild animal, for example, it means to wound by tearing or scratching. She was mauled by the wild animal. And then lastly, a maxim is a proverb. For example, the kind that Ben Franklin gave us. Fish and visitors stink in 3 days. There's a maxim for you. Meditation is contemplation. To go into a place of contemplation is to be deep in thought, right? To meditate, to ruminate. Someone who is, I don't know, I think I left off the word meek. Sorry. I think meek is on our list. And if someone is meek, he or she is timid or shy or reticent. They hold back. They're kind of gentle and submissive. Sorry about that. But I do believe meek is on the list. When you're feeling melancholy, you're feeling sadness. When you could just think of the music in the Glass Menagerie as very melancholy. It's a feeling of pensive sadness, When something is mellifluous, like the rhythm that you hear in Annabelle Lee, it is flowing smoothly. A voice that is mellifluous is harmonious, beautiful to listen to. If you, go on a trip and you want to have a memento from that trip, a memento is an object kept as a souvenir or as a reminder. Sort of like something nostalgic, a little object that you hold on to as representative of what you did. A mercenary is a person, is a soldier for hire. Or we could say someone who is a mercenary is interested only in money or in gain. And then mercurial is a great word. Think of the mercury in a thermometer. When someone is mercurial, just like the mercury in a thermometer, they're up and down. They're fickle, they're changeable, they're capricious. You can never really predict how they're going to be. Someone's temperament, if it is unpredictable or mercurial, you could say that they are flying off the handle 1 minute and then they're calm the next. Okay, so there you have it. The vocab words for Unit 16.